Well, gamers, comic aficionados, and anime enthusiasts, they turned out by the hundreds this weekend for a very unique event. It's called PIXELCON, and it went a little something like this. The few, the proud, the geeky.
Oh yes, I'm a total nerd and I'm proud of it.
Not a nerd, a geek. Very different.
I would say that I have many diverse interests, one of which is definitely a geeky streak for games and the like.
Oh yes, I think I was a geek before I knew what geeks were.
They gathered together at PIXELCON to celebrate games, sci-fi, anime, and show off their toys.
I've got a regular Pokeball and an Ultra Ball and a Pichu.
A Magikarp, a luxury ball that's somewhat well painted, a Pokeball, and then an assortment of small miniature Pokemon for the smaller appetite.
Well, what we've got here, of course, is the standard Ghostbuster gear. We've got the Proton Pack.
It's an actual weapon. I could actually hurt someone with this thing if I'm not careful, anyway.
You never know. It's always good to have as many weapons as possible.
They spend countless hours creating their costumes and gear, not to mention hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. But people we bumped into at PIXELCON told us they're just a sample of the thriving geek subculture that grows more and more every day.
It's really mainstream and people accept it nowadays. This kind of stuff isn't quite as weird as it used to be.
Everyone's starting to realize that there's a little bit of inner geek in everybody. It's just how much you want to flaunt it.
But these self-professed geeks told us PIXELCON's about more than just games and gadgets. It's about sharing something you love with people who understand.
And I really just love going to conventions and being nerds with other nerds. It's very bonding. You're like, yes, my people.
In Tuscaloosa, Danny Salter, WVUA News. This was PIXELCON's second year at UA. You can find out more about fun, geeky events going on in West Alabama online at abxygaming.ua.edu.